John Beltran back at Mead High School in Longmont customarily have one national anthem, one before the girls' game, but they had one before even the starting lineups were introduced for the boys' game. We'll get to the starting lineups for both teams coming up momentarily. The Mustangs, again, will have a little bit of a shift in the lineup because of the injury to Caden Edson. And even though we don't have official measurements, this Mead team is pretty big, a big team. So they're going to match up a little bit differently. And we're going to send it downstairs for the starting lineup for both the Mustangs and the Mead Mavericks.
And now the starters for Fort Morgan. Wearing number 2, Fernando Marquez. Wearing number 11, David Serenata. Wearing number 12, Nick.
All right, we're going to keep it right here. Apparently they're having a little trouble with a public address announcing mic. For the Mustangs, they go with Fernando Marquez, David Sadinana, Nick Norris, Nick Beltran, and Adam Cardona. 4 of the 5 starters, again, averaging double figures in scoring for Mead. But they are senior laden. They've got plenty of experience here with 5 seniors, 5 of their 9 on this current roster. Yeah, I think they need a new mic. Now we're not going to get to the beginning of this game. All right. Elijah is it Knudsen? Well, we're going to say it's Knudsen. Didn't get the last name out. Knudsen, Nick Jacobs, Will Marr, Trey Ward. And looks like J.P. Shires. No, didn't get that last name out. Okay. Well, we're going to say it's Knudsen and Shires. The 2 names that were questionable were the names that were never announced here. The opening tip tonight is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Things happen in life. Make sure you're prepared with the right insurance coverage. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance in Brush and Fort Morgan. Yeah, the Mustangs have got to keep this close. They have not played good first halves in the last 2 games. Only 20 points against Windsor in a 52-49 loss, and only 13 points against Skyline in a 45-42 loss. In both games, they scored 29 points in the second half. The Mustangs are in their road blacks. Mead in their home whites. And Fort Morgan waiting for Mead to break the huddle. Kind of the same thing happened in the girls' game. Lady Mustangs were out on the floor. I mean, the official basketball is out there, but I guess they're chewing up all the time they can. Now the Mustangs are back in their huddle by the bench. 7:15 Mountain Time official start. And J.P. Shires, boy, he's got to be. Let's see, Norris is 6'4". Shires is taller than he is. As soon as they meet at midcourt, again, we don't have the official measurements, but Shires is, we're saying, probably about 6'6". 6'5" to 6'6". And the tip is controlled. Well, the ball came down and nobody touched it. They'll have to re-jump. They will re-jump. Yeah, the ball was descending before Norris made contact with it. And now the opening tip is controlled, well, by Mead, but Sadinana's got it for Fort Morgan. Sadinana gets a pick from Nick Norris. Back out to Marquez on a high left. Marquez with a basketball. Marquez and Norris, the two leading scorers. Back out to Beltran, down low for Norris. Norris in the lane, hands it off to Beltran, and his layup is blocked. He gets it right back, but he was on the end line. No turnover there. Went for the rebound, but he had that shot blocked. Blocked away over there. Looked like Jacobs got a hand on it. Here comes Mead the other way. Yeah, you're not going to score easy on this Mead team. You're going to have to hit some outside shots. With the basketball is Trey Ward. 16-footer is off the back of the rim, and the ball is tipped around, taken by Cardona, Fort Morgan. Cardona over to Marquez. Marquez dribbles right baseline. Marquez cut off. He's going to have to kick it back out. That's to Sarinana in the right corner. Now to Marquez. Right wing three is good. Fernando Marquez scores the first points of the game. Mustangs 3, the Mavericks nothing. 7:13 to go in the opening quarter. With the basketball is Elijah Knudsen. 3 is up and in on the left wing over Marquez. And we're deadlocked at 3. In the backcourt, Beltran to Sarinana. Front court pass to Marquez. Norris was wide open, and they couldn't get it to him. Norris had his hands stretched out. Boy, that would have been an easy layup. Here's Beltran. Spinning into the lane. Puts up a floater up and off the back of the rim. Rebound Norris. He goes up and scores off the glass. Good look by Beltran. Couldn't knock it down, but Norris is able to convert. 5-3. The other way, layup is up and missed by Marr, but the rebound to Knudsen. Down low to Shires. Into the lane, he turns, and there's going to be a foul against Fort Morgan. Will be a foul committed by Sarinana. Bodied him up. Mustangs with a 5-3 lead. 6:37 to go in the opening quarter. And this is a good pace for Fort Morgan. There's the lob down low, and the shot is up. Mid-shot missed. And the rebound to Nick Beltran. Jacobs missed it. Beltran to Marquez. Marquez into the lane. Scoops it up and an offensive foul. Yep, he did collide with Trey Ward. Marquez with his first. That's the first turnover of the game by either side. And coming the other way will be Jacobs and Will Marr. We've got a packed house here in Longmont at Mead High School as the Mavericks go for their 11th win. Here is Marr against Beltran. Gets a pick at the free throw line. Into the lane. Jump pass in the right corner. 3 is up, and that's good, and that's made by Trey Ward. 2 threes, and Mead with a 6-5 lead. Beltran in the backcourt with the basketball against Shires. Picks up the dribble. Bounce pass back out to Sarinana. Front court pass is intercepted by Marr. He's going to go all the way, put it up, and he missed it. And Beltran grabs the rebound. Beltran with his second rebound. It's a 3-on-4. Right wing to Marquez. Dribbles right baseline. Down low Norris. He puts it up. Partially blocked. Ball is loose. Still loose. Picked up by Sarinana. No whistle now. Right wing Marquez. 3 is up, and that is short. Rebound to Cardona, and there's a foul. It's going to go the other way. And there's an elbow thrown there. They're going to say Norris committed the foul. Norris with a foul. That's his first. But Fort Morgan's playing at a nice brisk pace here, down 6-5. But they got to keep up offensively with 5:45 to go in the first. On the outside left is Will Marr against Beltran. He gets a pick into the lane. Jump pass. Back out to Jacobs all the way. He leans. He hooks it up, and that's good. It got the back of the rim, and it went down. Beltran to Sarinana. Back to Beltran. It's 8-5. Beltran maintains the dribble. Now to Sarinana. Crosses midcourt. Jump pass down low for Marquez. Lays it up and in to the left of the basket off the glass. Fernando Marquez with 5. The Mustangs down 8-7. Marr in the right corner. Back out. Here is Trey Ward, who's nailed a 3 against Cardona. With a left-handed dribble. 5:13 to go in the first. Ward crosses over at the free throw line. Then lost control and got it back. That's got to be a traveling violation. It is. It is, because nobody knocked it away from him. He just caught his own miscue there. And it's the first turnover for Mead. Fort Morgan can take the lead, down 8-7. 3 minutes into the game. Sarinana to Beltran to Sarinana. Beltran jump pass to Cardona. Cardona to Beltran, left of the lane. Pulls up from 15, and that's off the back of the rim. He's 0 for 3. Norris went for the rebound. Fouled by Shires from behind. Boy, Nick Beltran's had some good looks, but has missed them all. And here comes Ortega. Ortega's in for Cardona. Mustangs to throw it in. Marquez to the left of the basket. Marquez in the right corner to Norris. Norris back out to Marquez. Marquez guarded over there by Trey Ward. Behind his back, Marquez wants to shoot, cannot. Cross court to Sarinana. Sarinana jump past Marquez. Left baseline shot, yes. Fernando Marquez is hot in this game. He's got 7. Nails about a 12-footer. Fort Morgan 9 and Mead 8. 4:35 to go in the first. Here is Ward spinning, turning, had the ball stripped by Ortega. Here comes Fort Morgan. It's a 2-on-1. Ortega, middle of the lane, fakes the pass, shoots, and he misses, but a foul. Jacob O to the stripe to shoot 2. And the foul was committed by Elijah Knudsen. His first. Both teams have committed 2 turnovers. Can Fort Morgan nail free throws? That's going to be a big thing. That's good by Jacob. Nick Beltran is out. Braden Fajardo is in. Fajardo, Ortega, Nick Norris, Fernando Marquez, and David Sadinana. Second free throw coming up for Ortega. He spins, he shoots, and scores. Mustangs 11, Mead Mavericks 8, 4:23 to go in the first. On the outside right is Will Marr. Marr dribbles against Fajardo, left wing. The 3 by Jacobs is up and good. Man, they can shoot the basketball. Jacobs with 5. The game is tied at 11. Long pass towards Fajardo's got to save it in, but he saves it into a Mead Maverick, and then a steal nearly by Fajardo, and he takes it away beautifully. Here's Ortega with the basketball to Fajardo in the left corner. Lost it, got it back, dribbles. He's going to have to kick it back out. Gets it to Ortega on the left wing. Ortega, baseball pass to Sadinana. Sadinana in the lane, bounce pass to Norris, dribbles, banks, and scores over Shire's Nick Norris now with 4. Fort Morgan leads by 2, 13-11. Jacobs all the way, scoops it up, back rim, no. Jacobs with a rebound, puts it up and in. Boy, a frantic pace here in Longmont, tied at 13 and just over halfway through in the opening quarter. Sadinana, front court pass to Marquez. Now here's Ortega. Ortega on the high right with 3:28 to go in the first. Guarded over there by Will Marr. Back out to Fajardo, right of the lane, into the lane. Hooks it up, left hand is off to the left. Rebound Norris, hooks it up and in with a left hand. Nick Norris has got 6 points and a couple of rebounds. And the Mustangs lead 15-13. On the outside left, Jacobs against Sadinana. Lob down low for Shires against Norris. Shires bounce pass to Marr. Marr all the way, and a foul as he drove to the basket. And the Mustang foul was committed by Jacob Ortega, his first. Jacob Bartholomew checks in for J.P. Shires. Nick Norris is out. Adam Cardona's back in. They're going to match up like that. Here's Marr off the inbounds pass. Overhead pass in the right corner. Back out Jacobs, a parking lot 3, and he missed that one to rebound Bartholomew. He's fouled as he misses. Cardona got him across the wrist. So Bartholomew to shoot a deuce. And Mead can tie the game right now at 15 with 2 made free throws, but this is a very entertaining pace early. And the free throw is up and around and good. Premier Farm Credit understands production ag. They've been serving their rural communities for over 100 years with locations in Sterling, Fort Morgan, Yuma, and Holyoke. Premier Farm Credit. Second free throw by Bartholomew is up, and that's in. And the game is deadlocked at 15. 2:53 to go in the first quarter. Jacob Ortega in the backcourt. Swings it back over to Sadinana. Front court pass to Ortega. Ortega, baseball pass to Fajardo. Had the shot blocked from behind by Jacobs. And it's taken away by Will Marr. Yeah, got to see him coming. Here is Marr, middle of the lane. Jump pass to Jacobs. Fakes the 3, steps in. Leans, jump pass down low. Bartholomew scoops it up and in. Bartholomew with 4, the assist for Jacobs. Mead 17, Fort Morgan 15. 2:23 remaining in the opening quarter. Sadinana in the backcourt crosses the timeline, dribbles high right, bounce pass to Cardona. Cardona jump pass to Ortega, fakes the 3, dribbles into the lane, down low to Marquez, off his hands, taken away. But now Braden Fajardo tries to re-steal it, and it's knocked out of bounds by Marr. Great play by Fajardo. The teams trade turnovers, and Beltran getting ready to check back in. He'll replace Sadinana. Norris is in for who? For Fajardo. Norris, Cardona, Marquez, Beltran, and Ortega. Yeah, you got to substitute a lot here if you're going to play at this pace, and Coach Schoen is doing that right now. Beltran to throw it in. Looking. There's the lob into Norris on the high left. Hands it off to Ortega. Ortega picks up the dribble, kicks it back out to Norris. Norris hands it off to Ortega, gets a pick from Norris. 2 minutes to go. Here is the left corner. Marquez penetrates left baseline, floats it up, and he missed it. And the rebound is into the hands of Jacob McGill just into the game for Mead. Long pass, right corner. Here is Knudsen, steps to his left, takes the three, and misses off the back of the rim. Bartholomew grabs the rebound, puts it up and in. Nobody blocked out Jacob Bartholomew. He's got 6. Mead 19, Fort Morgan 15, a minute 39 to go in the first. Here's Jacob Ortega dribbling right baseline, and that's going to be an offensive foul. They're going to say he pushed off Ortega with a second foul. Mustangs with their 5th turnover. Mead's got 4, and Coach Jones got to make a substitution. And Fajardo, just like that, is right back into the game. As Ortega's going to have to take a seat. Now Fort Morgan's got to step it up defensively, down by 4, with 95 seconds to go in the opening quarter. But again, they're on pace right now to score 60. But we know that Mead is explosive offensively. Marr gets a pick against Beltran. Dribbles left of the lane, cut off by Beltran. Picks up the dribble, back out to Knudsen. Here's Nick Jacobs against Cardona, right of the lane, scoops it down low. Bartholomew up and in off the glass. They can't stop Bartholomew. Off the bench, he's got 8 points. It's a 6-point lead, 21-15. Beltran front court pass to Fajardo. Fajardo straight away, right wing to Marquez. Behind the 3-point line, down low to Norris. Dribbles, puts it up, too strong. Norris goes for the rebound. Norris puts up a floater and misses. They get a traveling violation, but that's a nice job of Norris getting rid of the basketball and drawing the contact. And the foul's on Jacob Bartholomew. They got to get him in foul trouble. He's been a beast down low offensively. Nick Norris to the line. He's got 6 points so far with a minute 4 to go. Mead is on an 8-0 run. Crystal clear ice, good for any drink any time of year. AC Ice, and the free throw is good. You can pick up AC Ice at any local grocery or a convenience store in Northeast Colorado today. Second free throw for the alliterative Nick Norris is short, and the ball is rebounded by Jacob McGill, his second rebound. Under a minute to go in the first, 21-16 Mead. Marr against Beltran, gets a pick, dribbles left of the lane. Bounce pass is going to go out of bounds. I guess he was expecting Knudsen to cut and did not. Mead has 5 turnovers, and here comes, is that Will Tenor? Yep, Will Tenor, a sophomore in for Mead. Beltran backcourt pass to Marquez, now to Beltran. Beltran right-handed dribble now to Norris. Lobs it cross court to Marquez. Marquez bounce pass to Beltran, still in the backcourt, crosses midcourt on the high right jump pass, straight away to Fajardo. Fajardo cross-court pass to Marquez, into the lane. Marquez down low to Norris, and he has the shot blocked. Boy, there had to be a foul there, no whistle. He was looking for the foul. Tenor comes away with the basketball. 25 seconds to go. Jacobs off the glass and in on the right side. Jacobs has 9 in the opening quarter. 23-16 Mead, 18 seconds to go. Fajardo front court pass to Norris. Man, there's no whistle there. He's being bodied up. Norris lobs it, and it's towards Cardona, and it's intercepted by Mead. Long pass to Jacobs. Right wing, pulls up for a 3. In and out. And boy, I can't believe Tenor didn't go over the back there. Down low for Bartholomew and try to throw it in the left corner out of bounds. And that's the end of the opening quarter. They got to blow some whistles here. There was a lot of contact there in the last minute, and no whistles. After 1, Mead 23, Fort Morgan 16. It's a 1-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mead leads 23-16 to begin the second quarter. Elijah Knudsen, Nick Jacobs had a big first quarter with 9 points with the basketball. Gets a pick, crosses over on Sarinana, now on the left wing. Here's McGill. Jump pass on the outside right to Knudsen. Nearly stripped by Marquez. Left corner Jacobs. He'll take a long 3, and it's in and out. And the ball is tipped around, still tipped around. Sarinana on the floor with Jacobs. Jacobs picks it up. Here's Knudsen down low. Back out to McGill. McGill in the lane to Knudsen. He's fouled on the drive to the basket. Foul was committed by Nick Beltran. And to the line will be Elijah Knudsen. He had a 3 in the opening quarter. And the free throw is off to the right. Fort Morgan doing everything they can to stay with the number 2 team in the state, the Mead Mavericks, at 10-1. Fort Morgan did lead 15-13, but Mead closed strongly in that first quarter, now 24-16 as his second free throw is in. Nick Beltran pressured in the backcourt. Beltran motioning his offense. Beltran between his legs, jump pass to Sadinana, now to Norris, crossing midcourt. In the left corner for Marquez. Marquez with a basketball. Marquez into the lane. He leans, he puts it up and around and no good. And the rebound is into the hands of Will Tenor. Mead can go up by double digits. 7:13 to go in the opening half. On the outside left, McGill. Left corner for Knudsen. Lob down low for Bartholomew against Norris. Here's Nick Jacobs against Sadinana. Spinning, turning. Gets it to Bartholomew. Left baseline now to Jacobs. On the left baseline, Bartholomew against Norris. He leans, he banks, and he misses. And a good cutoff there by Beltran. But getting it back is Bartholomew. Man, they're grabbing way too many rebounds. And now they're going to reset the offense with 6:48 to go in the opening half. And Knudsen nearly stripped in the lane, and then he's fouled from behind. That's going to be Marquez more than likely. 1-and-1 situation. Marquez commits his second. Ortega's already on the bench with 2 fouls, and here be a 1-and-1 situation. And this is now turned into a 11-1 run for Mead on their home floor. These two teams will play in Fort Morgan later on. The free throw is in. The lead is 9, 25-16, 6:45 to go in the first half. Second free throw coming up for the sophomore, and that's in. He's got 6 points. 26-16. Beltran, the inbounds pass, and Fajardo wasn't looking. It went out of bounds. Yeah, that's wow. Yeah, you got to be looking there. That's the 2-guard system. There's 3 guards out there. Turnover by Fort Morgan is their 7th. There's the inbounds. Jacob to Bartholomew, now to Jacobs against Sadinana. Jacobs has to kick it back out to Knudsen straight away. Against Fajardo, left wing for Jacobs, dribbling against Sadinana, into the paint. Backs up from 10, it's around and good. Boy, hard to defend that with that separation. He's got 11. And the lead is 12, 28-16. Sadinana, bounce pass to Fajardo. Fajardo between his legs, jump pass in the front court to Sadinana. Sadinana with a basketball, dribbles across the timeline. Sadinana still looking, and he had a ball nearly stripped away. Timeout called by Fort Morgan, I believe. Yep. Mustangs had to take it there. Sadinana was trapped. With 6:14 to go second quarter, Fort Morgan came out strong, but so far it's a 5-0 second quarter for Mead. When it comes to your future, Northeastern is miles ahead in a college that's close to home. That is Northeastern. Yeah, this was not going to be easy here for the Mustangs tonight. So many close games. The one game that could be a double-digit loss very well could be tonight. This Mead team, they move the ball. They rebound well. They hit the 3. I mean, they're ranked second in the state for a reason, and they're the top team in this Tri-Valley for a reason. And Fort Morgan has played with them well for a few stretches of this game. Fajardo, Beltran, Sadinana, Norris, and Cardona for Fort Morgan. McGill, Lenore, Bartholomew, Knudsen, and Jacobs for Mead. Beyond midcourt, Fajardo to throw it in. Bounce pass is taken by Sadinana. Sadinana on the high right, picked up by Knudsen. Maintains the dribble, picks up the dribble, has to get rid of it. There's the lob right side to Norris. Boy, it looks like Bartholomew's all over him. Back out to Fajardo in the corner. Fajardo dribbles into the lane, and there's a foul. Yeah, I mean, Mead is right on top of these Fort Morgan players, and there's finally a whistle. Foul was committed by Bartholomew, his second. That'll be the team's 4th. Beltran to throw it into the left of the basket on the offensive end. And Shires will check in for Bartholomew. Bartholomew did a heck of a job. He was a nightmare for Fort Morgan with 8 points in the opening quarter. Nick Beltran to trigger it in. Looking, still looking. He's got to get rid of it. There's the bounce pass to Norris down low, and his shot is blocked out of bounds by Shires. Yeah, Shires is he's got to be 6'6". You can throw it to Nick, but it's not going to be easy to score. Here comes Marr into the game along with Trey Ward. Jacobs is finally out. Yeah, he's too hot. He's got 11 points, 11 of the 28. Nick Beltran to trigger it in. 5:53 to go second quarter. In the left corner to Cardona, and then Cardona was on the end line. Fort Morgan now with 8 turnovers. Mead's got 5. And the offense cannot go flat, but it has. They have not scored in the first 2 minutes and 10 seconds here in the second quarter. Will Marr in the high left against Fajardo. Gets a screen, dribbles right of the lane, jump pass in the right corner. Taken over there by Ward against Sadinana. Ward with a left-handed dribble. Over to Marr. Marr against Fajardo. Lob down low for Shires. Double team. Beltran tries to pick him up, but they get it down low. And scooping up and in off the glass is Will Tenor. His first points of the game. Beltran backcourt to Sadinana. It's 30-16. And then his bounce pass towards Beltran went behind Beltran out of bounds. Fort Morgan's got to handle the pressure. It's a 7-0 second quarter here for Mead. They lead by 14. And Fort Morgan has no points and 3 turnovers in the quarter with 5:22 to go. And there's a traveling violation on Trey Ward off the inbounds pass. Mead commits their 6th. Now let's see the Mustangs can get back into rhythm offensively, something they had over the first 5 minutes of the game. But Marquez is on the sideline with 2 fouls. Norris over to Beltran. They got to cross midcourt. Beltran, baseball pass to Norris. Now to Fajardo straight away. Fajardo all the way left-handed layup up and in. And a foul. Braden Fajardo to the line for the and one. And it's 30-18 with 5:09 to go. The Mead foul was on Jacob McGill. And here's Braden Fajardo to try and complete the three-point play for the Mustangs. Fajardo, just a sophomore. Spins, bends, shoots, and misses off to the right. And there's a lane violation on Will Tenor. Oh, we'll get a second chance here. Second chance for a three-point play. Jackson Langford is in for Adam Cardona. Fajardo with a second chance for the and one. He shoots, and that one is perfect. Mead 30, Fort Morgan 19. The other way is Will Marr against Fajardo. In the right corner, back out to McGill. McGill against Langford, looking to lob down low. Feeds it to Marr in the right corner. Marr dribbles to his left. Mustangs trying to match up as closely as they can. Marr looked like he traveled. There's the violation. He was trying to spin on Braden, and he picked up that back foot. He dragged it. 7 turnovers for Mead. Okay, Fort Morgan now trying to creep back into the game. Beltran to Sadinana to Beltran. Langford in the backcourt. Now to Beltran. Here's Sadinana. Sadinana front court pass to Fajardo. Ball knocked away. Loose in the floor. And Langford goes for it. Then he scoops it over to Norris. Norris with a basketball. Over to Beltran. Now the jump pass to Sadinana. Well, that was a mess, but the Mustangs come away with a basketball and reset the offense with 4.5 to go in the opening half, down by 11. Sadinana on the high right, dribbles right of the lane. Sadinana maintains the dribble, spins, picks it up, has to lob it near the top to Fajardo. Fajardo jump pass towards Beltran, poked out of bounds by J.P. Shires. Fort Morgan retains possession. This defense is so good for Mead. Mustangs have to move the ball around quickly like they did in the first quarter. Beltran, 3/4 court, into Langford. Langford back near midcourt. Here is David Sadinana with 4:11 to go. Sadinana against Lenore, crossover dribble, now to Langford. Langford straight away, jump pass, left baseline to Fajardo, spinning on McGill. Down low to Langford, now to Norris, banks and scores in a foul. It went through one player to Norris and to the line for the and one, and the Mustangs are to within 9 as he banked it in. And the foul was committed by Shires, his second. Nick Norris now has 9 points. And here comes Jacob Ortega for Nick Beltran. Ortega with 2 fouls. Marquez still on the bench with 2 fouls, but without him, Fort Morgan has put on a little run here. Free throw by Nick Norris is up and in and out. And the rebound by Trey Ward. Ward with his first board. On the high right, Marr against Fajardo, dribbles into the lane. Jump pass, left corner, the McGill 3 is off the back of the rim and no good. Shires with a rebound, tries to go back up, comes down with the basketball after it was tipped away, and now it's taken away by McGill. McGill to Ward, jump pass down low to Lenore, he banks and scores, and a foul. That's a foul on Fort Morgan. Lenore got bodied up, and he banked it in, and he'll go to the line. And that might be Ortega's third if that was on Jacob. Yep. It's going to be his third foul. And that's Tenor, Will Tenor with a foul. And Briggs Whately will check in, and the free throw's a line drive that misses. And Jackson Langford goes high for the Mustang rebound. Here is Norris into the front court, right baseline, and an offensive foul. He ran right into Shires, who took the contact. Yeah, that's a good call. Mustangs with their 10th turnover. 32-21 Mead, 3.5 to go. Cardona and Wheatley will check in for Norris and Ortega. So the Mustangs are going heavier on the defensive side here. But they've got to get these players not only some rest, but they're in foul trouble. Here is Ward, jump pass to McGill. McGill against Langford. Jump pass is kicked away, but taken by Marr on the left wing. Marr against Fajardo, between his legs and behind the back, makes a move, gets a pick, into the lane. Marr, jump pass in the right corner. Ward with a three, yes. Boy, you can't stop that. That's just too good. That's way too good. Nothing you can do there. That's good defense by Fort Morgan. That's just Mead executing. 35-21, the lead is 14, their biggest advantage. Langford to Sadinana, back to Sadinana in the backcourt. Backcourt pressure being applied. Bounce pass to Langford, front court to Fajardo, 3-on-3. No look pass, right baseline to Cardona. Down low, Langford, turn, shoots, and it's blocked out of there by Shires. Langford gets it back, Cardona, three. Yes! Adam Cardona nails a triple. That's a rare three for the senior. Long pass is knocked out of bounds by Cardona, intended for Trey Ward. Mustangs to within 11. 35-24. 2:50 to go before the break. Yeah, if they hit threes, you got to hit them as well. And to throw it in is Marr. Marr lob inside, and in one motion, put up and in by Ward. He's got 8. 37-24. Langford backcourt pass to Fajardo. Braden to Langford into the front court. Jump pass, left corner, Wheatley. Wheatley inside to Cardona. Dribbles. He's cut off over there. Cardona gets it back out to Sadinana, not to Cardona. Jump pass is poked away, and it's intercepted by Tenor. And the other way, Langford takes it away for Fort Morgan. Now to Wheatley. Wheatley left wing to Fajardo. Fajardo left of the lane. Over to Jackson Langford. Cross-court pass went behind Cardona, out of bounds. Mustangs turn it over for a 12th time. Mead has committed 8 turnovers. And back in is Nick Jacobs, who's been a headache for Fort Morgan. The lead is a baker's dozen for Mead, 37-24. There's the inbounds pass to Will Marr. Fernando Marquez getting ready to check in. There's a pick at the free throw line. Jump pass for Shires. Shires banks and scores to the left of the basket. He's just too tall. Scores for the first time in the game, 39-24. 2 minutes to go. Fajardo in the backcourt. Bounce pass to Sadinana. Now to Fajardo. Crosses midcourt. Inside to Wheatley. Lays it up, and that's a goaltend. An easy goaltend on Trey Ward. It hit the backboard. Yeah, that's a goaltend. You've got to call that 2. That's 2. That was called. That is not a clean block. They better not reverse that. If not, Coach Schoen is going to come unglued. That is not a good call. That hit the backboard first. That's an awful call. You can't give it. That is awful. That is awful. But that is a terrible call. That ball hit the glass first. That should have been a bucket. That should have been a bucket. There's no way that is not 2. And then they give the ball to Mead, which I don't understand at all. That clearly hit the backboard first, and then Ward knocked it away. That should be a bucket for Fort Morgan to make it 39-26. How could you overturn that? The initial call was the correct call. And the official was right there. Okay, now they count the basket. Now they count the basket. He said that they got to count that. Do they count? The official just said count the basket. I thought he did. Okay, they're saying, does the basket count? But it's not on the board. I don't know. That basket's not on the board. They're stuck at 12. I don't get this. They better clarify that. And there's the dunk on the lob there from Jacobs to Shires. They got to get that basket on the board at least. 41-24. And now we got a traveling violation in the front court against Marquez. I mean, the officials, that's horrible. You got a motion to the scores table. Well, here we go with Marr on the other end. Yeah, you know, when you don't communicate, this is what happens. And then we got a foul on Langford. That'll be a 1-and-1 situation. They got to, well, the Fort Morgan coaching staff has to say something about that bucket. If they're not going to say anything, they're not going to give him the basket. Langford commits his first. 1-and-1 situation. Ward's got 8 points in the game. The ball clearly hit the glass first, and then Jacobs knocked it away. Goaltending was called. Then it was reversed, and it looked like it was a basket once again, which is why Mead took it out of bounds. But the points were not given to Fort Morgan. And now the free throw is in from Ward. But they haven't marked the free throw on the board. Second free throw, no good. 42-24, and the ball is loose. Sadinana's got it for Fort Morgan. Long pass towards Marquez in the right wing. Minute 20 to go in the second. Marquez cross court through Wheatley. Picked up by Sadinana. Left corner Langford takes the three, and that's an air ball. Rebound and put in by Adam Cardona on the right baseline. Nearly a steal for Marquez. 42-26. Into the front court is Knudsen. Straight away to Marr. Marr against Wheatley. Lob down low for Shires against Cardona. Left corner for Marr against Wheatley. 55 seconds to go. Marr into the paint. Jump pass. Right corner. Knudsen three is going to be way short. Jackson Langford grabs his third rebound. And the outlet pass is taken by Wheatley. Wheatley with a 3-on-3. Pulls up from 10. And that's short. And Wheatley grabs the rebound, but there's a foul. There was a push there against Fort Morgan. Foul was on Langford. That's his second. And let's see what happened now. 5-7, 9-10. They still haven't given that bucket to Wheatley from before. And I don't know what we have. Do we have double fouls here? I'm not sure. Well, Langford committed that foul. Well, forget about what happened earlier with that bucket because that was already about a minute and a half ago in game time. And if you're a coach, you've got to make sure, you got to clarify that it's either a bucket or not. 1-1 for Shires. Free throw is in. It's actually double bonus. He's got 5 all in the quarter. It's a 17-point lead for Mead. Second free throw is up, and that's short and off to the right. Langford grabs his fourth rebound. Jackson Langford in the backcourt to Sadinana. Sadinana dribbles right side, cut off over there by Marr in the backcourt to Langford. Front court pass is taken by Wheatley. Wheatley on the left wing. Defensive foul on Trey Ward. Well, it's about time. Ward commits his first. Yeah, that drives me crazy. Kid puts his hands up in the air like he did nothing. There's clearly contact there. And Will Tenor will check in for Shires, who had 5 points in the quarter. 1-1 situation for Briggs Wheatley, who should have 2 points, but they took away an obvious goaltend. Free throw by Wheatley is up and short, and the rebound is controlled by Jacobs. Mead by 17 with 24 seconds to go. They'll settle for the final shot of the opening half. Right-handed dribble into the front court. Trey Ward just beyond the timeline, guarded by Sadinana. Kicks it back out left side for Jacobs against Langford. 12 seconds remaining. Again, just beyond midcourt. Looking up at the clock is Ward with 8, with 7 against Sadinana. Crosses over with 6, with 5. In the left corner, Marr with 2. Fakes a 3. Down low for Jacobs. He turns, he shoots, and he misses. And that's the end of the opening half. With the score, Mead 43, Fort Morgan 26. We're back in 3 minutes on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the second half in Longmont. The Mead Mavericks lead the Fort Morgan Mustangs 43-26. Yeah, this is certainly a machine for the Mavericks. And they will send out the same starting 5. Elijah Knudsen, Nick Jacobs, Will Marr, Trey Ward, and J.P. Shires. And again, I'm guessing Shires is at 6'6". He's only a sophomore. For the Mustangs, they go with Fernando Marquez, Adam Cardona, David Sadinana, Nick Norris, and Nick Beltran. It will be Mead basketball to begin the third. Let's see what the Mustangs can do here in the second half. Fort Morgan girls were down by 16 and drew to within 1 before losing by 9. Here's Will Marr against Beltran. Gets a pick, and it's an offensive foul. It's an illegal screen. Yeah, that's a good call. Shires kept moving. You got to stay still. You can't move with that screen. He doesn't realize what he did. Yeah, he was moving along with that screen, and that's a moving screen. That's illegal. 9 turnovers, and Shires commits his third. Beltran in the backcourt, pressure by Knudsen. Beltran across the timeline. Beltran double team, baseball pass cross court, tipped out of bounds. It's a dangerous pass near the Fort Morgan bench. Don't want to do that. Fort Morgan retains possession. Beltran to trigger it in. He's not scored tonight. A little bit under the weather is the junior. Beltran just beyond midcourt. Looking. Gets it into Marquez. Marquez left baseline to Norris, and he banks. Well, and he has it partially blocked over there by Jacobs. Long pass to Marr, and then he puts up an alley-oop, and it's put up and in on the left baseline. Coming down with the basketball was Trey Ward, who scores. He's got 11. Beltran in the backcourt. Beltran dribbles by 2, and then he's stripped from behind. Up ahead, and the layup by Ward is up, and he missed it. And the rebound to Adam Cardona. Got to watch out. No silly turnovers. Here's Marquez on the outside right. Dribbles right baseline. Pulls up from 10. Partially blocked. Norris banks and scores. He gets the loose change. He's got 11. It's 45-28. 7 minutes to go in the third. Straight away, Jacobs on the outside left. Knudsen, long three. Yes. Wow. That was about a 22-footer. 48-28. Baseball pass. Beltran to Sadinana. Front court pass towards Marquez. And he threw it away out of bounds. Fort Morgan cannot lose composure here. 15 turnovers, down by 20 with 6:44 to go in the third. Want to stay competitive in this game. The other way, here comes Nick Jacobs for Mead. Back out cross court to Marr. Will Marr against Beltran, trying to utilize a pick. Now does, dribbles to his right at the free throw line. Cross court pass to Trey Ward against Cardona. Well behind the three-point line is Ward. Maintains the dribble, motions his offense. Left-handed dribble, crosses over into the paint. Jump pass to Jacobs. Jacobs left, spinning on Sadinana, turning, shooting, missing. And the rebound is into the hands of Adam Cardona. Fort Morgan is third. The outlet to Beltran. Beltran motioning, baseball pass is almost intercepted. Tipped away, it's loose, it's out of bounds. And it's off of J.P. Shires, but Fort Morgan's got to make clean passes. Got to make clean passes. That's not good basketball. Marquez to throw it in. Three-quarters court, want a clean possession. In the right corner for Beltran. Beltran lobs it down low for Norris. Back out to Beltran. Beltran on the right wing, kicks it back out to Marquez. Marquez at the free throw line, in the lane, down low for Norris. He puts it up and in off the glass over Shires. Norris muscles his way for 2. He's got 13, the lead is 18. Knudsen right corner on the right wing, now to Marr. Marr dribbles left of the lane. He's double teamed over there. He's looking straight away. Here is Trey Ward. Ward to Marr. Left wing three is up, and he missed it. Back rim. Rebound to Knudsen. Straight away, Ward. Ward into the paint. Jump shot is up, and he missed it, but he gets his own rebound. Left corner, Jacobs three, and he missed that one. Beltran grabs a rebound. Beltran wants to run for Fort Morgan. It's a bounce pass to Marquez. Lays it up and in. Beltran to Marquez. They run the floor beautifully. And Fort Morgan scores. It's 48-32. Here's a jump pass. Right corner, that's taken over there by Jacobs. Jacobs against Sadinana at the free throw line. Left wing for Marr. Lobs it down low for Shires against Norris. Kicks it to Jacobs against Sadinana. Lobs it again down for Shires against Norris. He fell. The ball is on the floor, and he traveled. Well, he was on the floor, but his body and his hand were all attached to the ball. Turnover number 10. Beltran to throw it in. Fort Morgan's on a 4-0 run. They got to really keep it going here. Beltran with 4:52 to go. Backcourt pass to Sadinana. Sadinana to Beltran. Now to Sadinana, crossing midcourt, dribbles by 2. 3-on-2. Jump pass is intercepted, intended for Marquez. Here is a long pass to Ward, and he slams it home with the left hand. Trey Ward, boy, watch out. A little bit of a motion there of, well, I guess he was motioning towards the Mead fans with the muscles. Adam Cardona front court here to Sadinana. Bounce pass to Norris, and he banks and scores. Nick Norris to the rack. Nice ball movement. He's got 15. The lead is 16 for Mead, 50-34. 4:12 to go in the third. Here is Marr at the free throw line. Cut off by Beltran. Right wing, Knudsen three is well short. Long rebound to Bartholomew. Back into the game. Cross-court pass, Marr. Right corner, three is up and in. And Marr scores for the first time in the game. 53-34. And we'll have substitutions. Look like a couple of guards will come out. Ortega, Fajardo, and Langford are in for Beltran, Sarinan, and Cardona. It's a 19-point lead, but Mead, again, they get hot with a 3-ball. Fajardo backcourt to Ortega. Now to Fajardo. Jump pass front court to Marquez. Marquez had the ball stripped from behind, out of bounds, and it went off Marquez. Mustangs have 4 turnovers in the quarter, 17 in the game. And again, Mead trying to build on this 19-point lead. Here is Marr straight away, gets a pick to his right, bounce pass down low for Ward, poked out of bounds by Marquez. The ball stays with the Mavericks. And to trigger it in is Trey Ward. Ward to the left of the basket against Fajardo. There's the lob, and down low is Bartholomew. He banks and misses, and Fajardo grabs the rebound, and then Fajardo lost control of the ball out of bounds. 3/4 court. Marr to throw it in. This is Will Marr. Lob, right corner for Ward against Fajardo. Dribbles right baseline, tries to dunk it, partially blocked, and then Bartholomew misses on the follow. But he's fouled. And the foul is committed by Jackson Langford. That's going to be his 3rd. Bartholomew scored 8 points in the first quarter. Now he's back to the line. 2 out of 2 from the stripe. Well, that Trey Ward's got some major leaps. Free throw is good. The lead is 20 for Mead, 54-34. 3:28 remaining third quarter. See what over a century of customer service can do for you at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. Offering you a variety of banking needs, including agriculture and personal loans. High Plains Bank. Free throw is in, 55-34. And Langford's jump pass is intercepted. Fort Morgan has not taken care of the basketball here in the third. Here is Jacobs into the lane all the way, scoops it up and in. Down the middle of the lane. Jacobs with 13. It's a 23-point lead. 57-34. Timeout, Fort Morgan. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go, third quarter. It's a 1-minute break. Mead 57, Fort Morgan 34 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustang basketball down by 23. Langford's cross-court pass is intercepted by Ward. Left corner, Jacobs' 3 is good. Yeah, you got to stop messing around with those turnovers. Fort Morgan has 7 in the quarter. They're not respecting this defense at all. And Mac Eccles is going to check in for Langford. Jacobs with 16 in the game. And again, one thing is getting beat, but now they're beating themselves. They were down by 6, 17 at the break. Eccles in the backcourt with the basketball. Jump pass to Ortega. Ortega, jump pass front court to Norris. Norris looking, dribbles, and then dribbles the ball, and it's knocked away. And then there's going to be another layup here for Will Marr. Yeah, the Mustangs just look tired now. They're down by 28, 62-34. Left corner, Marquez, 3 is up and short. And the rebound into the hands of Nick Jacobs. Long pass, and Fajardo tried to cut it off, and he dives. It's out of bounds. That's great defense there by Fajardo. Jacob McGill and Will Tenor check into the game for Mead. Mavericks are now on a 14-6 run. Marr looking for the cutter, still looking. Lobs it near the timeline. That's Jacobs. In the right corner, McGill, wide open triple. You got it. Wow. It's like a video game out here with these guys. 65-34. The lead is 31. Mead is looking to get this to a running clock in the fourth quarter. If you go up by 35, Jacob Ortega crosses midcourt for the Mustangs. Ortega picks up the dribble, looking for some help. There he's fouled. Fouled by Will Marr. Marr commits his first. Only the second for Mead. The Mustangs have 1 foul. Yeah, it was going to be tough to compete in tonight's game because Mead is just so good. But I think Fort Morgan expected a little bit better. Fajardo's inbounds pass taken by Eccles. Right corner, Marquez, triple. There you go, baby. Fernando hits the 3 from the corner. He's got 12. 65-37, 2 minutes to go in the third. Jacobs into the paint. Lob pass to Bartholomew, and he's fouled as he misses. That's a hard foul. Bartholomew to the line, and a good foul. You don't want him to just lay it in. Ortega commits his fourth. The shortest guy in the court fouled a big man. Briggs Wheatley will check in momentarily. Bartholomew is 4 out of 4 from the line. Yeah, this Mead team's going to go deep in the postseason. Free throw is in. He's got 11. Ortega's out and Wheatley is in. Second free throw is in the air, and that's good again. The lead is 30, 67-37, a minute 53 to go. Wheatley for Fort Morgan. On the outside right to Marquez. Left-handed dribble, now crossing over. Now dribbling right baseline, spinning back out to Cardona. His three is up, and that's off to the left. And Eccles chases it down in the corner, at least tried to, and I think he chased it down and got fouled. He got fouled by McGill. That's his second. Nice job of Mac Eccles racing and chasing down that rebound in the left corner. And Marquez to throw it in with a minute 39 remaining in the third. Mead 67, Fort Morgan 37. Bounce pass is intercepted by Tenor. Wow, that's 9 turnovers in the quarter. And they've only scored 11 points with those 9 turnovers. Nick Jacobs fouled by Marquez. Marquez got the hand in there, but got him with the body as well. Fernando with his third. Wilmar to trigger it in. There's the lob to Bartholomew on the right baseline against Cardona. Into the lane, stripped by Marquez, but picked up by Tenor. Misses the 15-footer, and Bartholomew gets the rebound and is fouled by Cardona. Cardona with his second. And to throw it in will be Wilmar. Fort Morgan is playing hard. They just got to play clean. 9 of their 22 turnovers are in this quarter. They've been outscored by 13 in the quarter. Wilmar to throw it in. The girls lost a close one tonight, 45-36. Bartholomew, right baseline. He muscles up on Cardona, misses, but Tenor grabs the rebound. He misses, and then Bartholomew puts it up and in. Yeah, too much there. And the lead is up to 32, 69-37. Fajardo to Marquez, lays it up and in, and a foul. What a move to the basket. Marquez up the right baseline is fouled. Fernando's had a good night. He's got 7 in the quarter, 14 in the game. Jacobs commits his first. Fernando Marquez for the and one. The sophomore can equal Nick Norris with 15 points and does. 69-40. Long pass to Tenor, poked out of bounds by Fajardo. Yeah, this Fort Morgan team's got a lot of talent, but Mead they're just at a different level than these teams in the Tri-Valley. Marr to throw it in. Looking, left corner for Jacobs. Dribbles left baseline, but he was on the end line. For Mead, their 11th turnover. Yeah, Fort Morgan does not want this to get to a running clock. And to throw it in is Fajardo. Pressured in the backcourt is Wheatley. Now to Fajardo. Now Mead backs up a bit. Fajardo with 48 seconds to go on the outside right. Swings it at the top for Wheatley. In the left corner for Eccles. Puts up a long one. That's an air ball. Missed it by a mile. And McGill comes away with the basketball to Marr. Lays it up and he misses. And the putback is missed by Bartholomew. And Mac Eccles then comes away, but then he's fouled for behind. As Eccles goes to the floor. And the Mead foul was committed by Wilmar, his second. And to trigger it in is Briggs Wheatley. Substitutions here. Knudsen back in along with Shires for Mead. They've got this game well in hand, up by 29 with 30 seconds to go in the third. The inbounds pass to Braden Fajardo. Crosses midcourt, picked up by McGill. Fajardo now double team, dribbles to his right. Baseball pass again, poked away, intercepted. Fort Morgan's got to do better. There's the Jump pass towards Ward. It's out of bounds. It's off of Adam Cardona. And Cardona bumped over there with Ward. And the ball's going to stay with Mead. A little bit of an acting job there, I think, by Ward. Cardona didn't bump him that hard. But 10 turnovers in the quarter. Here comes Nick Norris, and he's in for Cardona. That's a good substitution. Adam already got a little bit. He wanted to get physical there, but you got to be careful. Lob down low, right baseline for Tenor. Back out to Knudsen. Looks up at the clock with 10 seconds to go. Spinning on Marquez, now with 8 on the right wing towards the baseline. With 6 behind the three-point line. Back out to Ward. Long three is up and good. Wow, that's a big-time three-pointer for Trey Ward. He has got 16 points in the game, and Mead leads 72-40 after 3. It's a 1-minute break on B106 and Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustang basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Nick Beltran at the top between his legs. Beltran dribbles. He puts up a floater. Is up and off to the right. He missed it, and the ball is tipped around. J.P. Shires with a rebound foul by Langford in the backcourt. That should be the 15th foul. Beltran 0 out of 4 from the floor tonight. He's missed his last 9 shots dating back to the last game, and just in a little bit of a slump. Ball is knocked out of bounds in the front court by Ortega. For Langford, that was his 3rd foul. And in the corner, Ward to throw it in. There's the lob in the left corner for Knudsen. Back out to McGill, picked up by Beltran. Right side to Ward against Sarinana. Down low here, Shires against Norris. Jump pass is taken by Knudsen. Takes a long three. Back rim, no. And the ball is loose. It's picked up and put in off the bounce there by Tenor. And the lead is 34. This will go to a running clock if they get to a 35-point lead. Beltran on the right wing to Ortega. Ortega at the top. Ortega backs up for a 3, and that's well short and off to the right. Tenor grabs the rebound for Mead. They can go to a running clock here if they score. Here's Knudsen, left wing. Wide open 3 is in and out. And Norris commits the foul on the rebound as Tenor goes to the ground. That'll be an inbound 16 foul on Fort Morgan. Norris with his 3rd foul. Ward to throw it in. With 7:01 to go in the game. Ward in the left corner. Wide open, Knudsen 3, and it's going to be a running clock. They're up by 37. There goes the clock, 77-40. This game will be over with pretty quickly. Only for free throws and timeouts does the clock stop. Here's Ortega. Ortega over to Beltran. Beltran into the lane. He's got nowhere to go with that one. Now he leans, jump pass to Norris. Back out Langford, 15-footer, yes. Jackson Langford scores for Fort Morgan. 77-42, 6:27 to go from Mead High School in Longmont. Here is Trey Ward, jump pass left corner. Another 3 is up, and that's in. That's made by Knudsen. 80-42. Here's Ortega on the right wing. He'll pull up for a 3, and that's in. Jacob drills a triple. Fort Morgan's got 4 of those in the game. It's 80-45, 6 minutes to go. Trey Ward the other way, nearly stripped by Ortega. Don't want to foul him there. You don't want to get these guys to the line. Here is Ward in the right corner to Knudsen, picked up by Beltran. Gets a pick over there. Yeah, got to guard him tight. He's nailed 2 threes in a row. Beltran right on top of Knudsen. Left corner for Tenor. Bounce pass to Shires. Shires left corner. Knudsen another 3, and he makes another one. Wow. That is 3 threes in a row by Knudsen. And Marquez will check in. Marquez is in for Beltran. That probably is it for Beltran for the night. Down by 38. Chris Schneider will check in as well for Fort Morgan. He's going to replace Nick Norris. So the clock is running. 83-45. Tough night for the Mustangs. I don't think they anticipated losing this badly. Ortega jump pass to Marquez. Marquez down low for Schneider. Schneider then traveled. 24 turnovers for Fort Morgan. Mead with 11. Wheatley, Noah Lopez, and Jesse Campa into the game. So now Fort Morgan's got 7 players in the court. You got to get off. You got 7 players in the court. There's going to be a technical against Fort Morgan. You got 6 players in the court. Jeez. Either way, they didn't call a tech there, but they had 7 players on the floor. Jump pass is intercepted by Schneider. Chris Schneider with the basketball, and then Schneider's fouled. That'll be the 16th foul. Nobody knew who was coming out. Jason Pelzel committed the foul. Marquez lobs it into Noah Lopez. To Marquez, left corner, he takes the 3, and that's short. Rebound to Lopez. And then another 3 is in by Marquez in the corner. Well, Fernando's got 18 points in the game. Fort Morgan down 83-48, 3:39 to go. Mead basketball, here's McGill in the left corner. Pelzel, he takes a 3 off the side of the backboard. But the ball is taken away by Mead. Straight away, here is Matt Murphy. Jump pass down low and a foul. Committed by Campa, trying to put up the shot was Tenor. He'll go to the line. And now they stop the clock here for free throws. Mac Eccles will check in. Fernando's done for the night, but he had a good game. Fernando with 18 points played an excellent game for Fort Morgan. Now the free throw by Tenor is off the back of the, I guess it was a 1-and-1. Rebound control by Jesse Campa. The way here comes Fort Morgan. And Briggs Wheatley scores for Fort Morgan on the other end. 83-50, 2:56 to go in the game. Jump pass, left baseline for Tenor. He hooks and the ball is partially blocked. And the Mustangs commit a traveling violation because Schneider and Wheatley tied up for the basketball, same team. And that's why the traveling was called. 33-point lead. Even if it gets under 35, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be a running clock. Mead ball with 2.5 to go. Left of the lane, nearly a travel over there. Now in the left corner with the basketball is Murphy. Murphy into the paint, back out. The 3 is up. That's another one. That's made by Pelzel. 86-50. They have nailed, wow, how many threes in the second half? 9 in the second half. Lopez lost the basketball for Fort Morgan. Here is Tenor. 86-50 with 2:03 to go, and that's going to be an illegal screen. Turnover by Mead, offensive foul by Tenori. Check that, that's McGill instead with his 3rd. And I think Lopez is, jewelry. They got to take him out. Ortega will come into the game. Something with jewelry or a cut, but it looks like it's just the jewelry itself. Here comes Jacob Ortega with 1:28 to go. Ortega with a basketball on the outside right, gets a pick from Schneider. Pulls up for a 3, and that's an air ball. And Wheatley tried to save it in, could not. Oh, they're going to, that should go to Mead. No. I guess it was partially blocked. So Fort Morgan will retain possession of the basketball. We're down to 1:03 to go in the game. Wheatley looking, still looking, got to get rid of it. Lobs it near the top to Schneider. Schneider to his right, hands it off to Ortega, right corner for Wheatley. Wheatley to his left, into the paint, hooks it up, and he scores, and he's fouled. Briggs Wheatley, 4 points in the quarter. Nice move into the lane with the left hand. Foul was committed by Matt Murphy. 43.2 seconds to go. Clock stops. Mustangs won't get to 60 tonight, but it didn't matter tonight. With this offense, they got to face it Mead. Free throw is good. 86-53. Why didn't they mark that down? There you go. And they took away 2 points from Wheatley earlier on a goaltend. They don't want to take away the free throw. On the outside right, Pelzel with the basketball, dribbles to his left, 22 seconds remaining. On the outside left to Murphy with 19. No reason to foul, just play tight D. There's the lob to Murphy with 14. And Murphy is fouled by Wheatley. Yeah. 1-1 with 5.2 seconds to go. Well, if he scores, this will be the 10th different player to score for Mead. 1-1. And the free throw is in. Second free throw is upcoming. For Matt Murphy. And that one is good as well. 88-53, and that'll be the final score as Mead comes away with a 35-point victory. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll wrap this whole thing up in 2 minutes on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.